Hello, you are welcome to this class. If you hear what I hear today from Adebayo, if you hear what I hear, when I attended the class of Adebayo, when they lecture, they analyze, they break down about Mr. President. If you hear what he talk, the analysis, the breakdown, the system where they run, I say, what? You know, if you talk say this man an ethnic bigot, because na Yoruba man. If na Igbo now, you say na Igbo man. You go say na politician, but you need to listen, bro. Na sales program. Now he talk this thing so. Me and you go listen together. I'll call show you what I write. I wrote many things. Hope you are ready. Moku start. Okay, listen.
What exactly are you talking about when you say Tinubu and the system? What system are you talking about? And what symbolism do you think Tinubu represents?
Tinubu represents a system of a self-centered elite.
Self-centered elite, okay?
Who want to replace the colonial masters.
They want to replace the colonial master, the deadly colonial masters, where enslaved us, took our resources.
And who believe that the resources of the community, of the country belongs to them.
They believe the resources of the people belong to few of them. The resources of the people.
And who believe that in trading favors among themselves, they can form an invisible queue.
Trading favors among themselves, they can form invisible queue, turn by turn. After hijacking the resources, they call the trade favors among themselves, call form queues.
They can form an invisible queue of a limited number of people who will be taking power.
Limited number of people, few people that will be taking power. They just arrange themselves as colonial masters.
And that's why Tinubu could tell you two things which he told you publicly. There are many other things that are worse that he hasn't told you that he's doing. But he told you two things. He said he read a litany of how many people he had helped to power. People he even knew were not competent, were not suitable. He said, I've helped them to power.
He helps some people. He no care about their competence. He won't be say, make the register and say, I don't help A, I don't help B. Whether you are qualified or not qualified, it doesn't matter. The rules is that as I dey help you, you go help me.
This one was crying after losing. I made him to win. This other one, who's a governor, who will have made him governor? But I made him governor. So it is my turn. So he's not telling you that on behalf of Nigerian people, I have a mission to perform. He's saying, all of you unqualified people who from time to time have entered government.
All of you are qualified people. We are not enter government, okay?
Who is the person who made it happen for you? It is me. So you need to pay me back. Emilokon, it is my personal turn.
Okay, that is the meaning, right? I don't help these people, whether they qualify or they don't qualify. And I kill the day. It don't reach my turn, okay. After helping you, it's not my turn.
Now, that's one philosophy of Tinubu, which I find to be a dangerous, narcissistic, and retrogressive philosophy. Then he went further to say, don't waste your time debating anybody, going anywhere to talk and convince anybody. I don't have time for all this balabulu and polaba. Power is not served a la carte. You don't ask for it. What you do is that you grab it, you snatch it, and you run away with it.
Oh, he told these people like that, eh? Say, no worry, now those elections, whatever, begging people. I don't believe. They don't just give you power like that now, like food. You have to grab it, snatch it. After you snatch it, you run away with it.
That is a fascist statement. To say that, ignore the people. They don't matter.
They don't matter.
Once you form enough power base, you
grab the power.
From there, and if you see how he's running the government, he's quite a lawless person. And a president that is lawless like that frightens me. And it should frighten you, because how can you take control of the economy of Nigeria like a bandit, have three appropriation acts simultaneously running, and you are not obeying any of them?
They are simultaneously running appropriation, how to spend money, government money. how to distribute the money. You are not respecting any of them. Oh, that is lawlessness. That is banditry.
And you go further to take loans as you want and whimsically spend the money as if it belonged to you.
They collect loans in the name of these people and spend the money the way you like. Oh.
You don't obey the Appropriation Act.
You don't obey the Appropriation Act.
And you have a contradiction between you and your minister.
Contradiction between you and your ministers. Contradiction between your ministers.
Between you and the National Assembly.
Between you and the National Assembly.
Between you and all your ministers. Because your ministers are coming out to say, not even 1% of my capital vote has been given to me. And nobody's accounting for the money.
Ministry of Health. He talk. Oh, contradiction between your ministers. Banditry, lawlessness, no respecting Appropriation Act.
And you now make yourself a fiscal hangman that wants to hang every hardworking Nigeria under a draconian and complicated self-interested taxation regime. And you now make yourself a fiscal hangman that wants to hang every hardworking.
A fiscal hangman. Fiscal hangman. Fiscal hangman that want to hang every hardworking Nigeria. How?
Working Nigeria under a draconian and complicated
draconian and complicated
interested taxation regime, where now people are being taxed for no representation, no performance, no government.
No representation, no performance, no government. And they tax people without any due representation, no performance, nothing.
So there are many people who were fumbling and bumbling in government in the past. I was very critical of President Goodluck Jonathan. I respect him. He's been very kind to me. But someone like Jonathan should not have been president. He wasn't qualified. He wasn't ready to do the work. So it's not Tinubu that's the only one. You've had Buhari. Buhari was not even present on this planet. He was living in another cuckoo land throughout the time he was there. He wouldn't know what Nigeria looked like if he saw it on the map. But he was there for 8 years. So now Tinubu is an organized and scientific destroyer of the system.
Organized and scientific destroyer. Oh boy, look at adjective where they qualify this. Not just destroyer, well organized, scientific, complicated. Need to enter lab. Destroyer.
So he has competencies, but he's using the competencies negatively because he has seen a lot of gap. He knows three things. The Nigerian elite are feckless and they're about themselves. He's been financing them for some time.
Okay.
He's been seeing them. He knows that these people don't mean anything. Okay. They don't stand for anything. So if I confiscate the resources, they will all come to me.
Okay, if I grab the resources, because they need the resources, they go come to me. Okay.
And all of them will start following me.
Oh, all of them will start following me because they need what they are confiscate. Okay.
He has achieved that.
Okay.
He also knows that political parties are people just looking for a way to be recognized and be compensated one way or the other. They don't have fidelity to their party and they are not committed to that. So he's managed to make sure that such political parties are decimated. Lastly, he knows that if the Nigerian people are given a sense of fait accompli, they can lose hope and say, well, what can we do? This man is going to be there anyway. Let me just give up. So these are the three reasons why I think that we have not had a president as dangerous as President Tinubu. We've had poorly performing presidents. We've had incompetent presidents. We have presidents that were just not up to the task. But we've not had one that is what the Italian will call capo di tutti, the captain of them all.
The captain
who
of them
is now
all.
coming to say, I will carry the entire government into a singularity.
He go carry all the government into a singularity.
I will not make it about myself.
Make it about myself, okay?
And the government will be appropriating my own personal empire.
Is that how you see the Tinubu government?
That is how they are working.
But I mean, how do you then defend or your stance at a point you made a reference as to the fact that the Bola Tinubu government taxes everything, and there are those who will come out to say that is not actually true. You don't have the fact. If in criticizing this government, and you see some of the policies of this government, it will be good for us to stay on some of these issues that have made up this government as it's formed. For example, the issue of state policing. The government has come to say, the president has said he wants state policing. And there are those who will say, a lot of Nigerians have been asking for state policing. Are you excited by that kind of move? The Attorney General, the new one, has made a move by setting up a committee for state policing. All these is in a bid to solving our security problem. Do you appreciate that effort, for example?
All window dressing. First, let's start with taxation.
All window dressing.
If you don't join me to raise this alarm, a time is coming when Bola Ahmed Tinubu will be taxing the oxygen you breathe.
You go to tax am?
Because it's taxing everything that you need to survive. It's taxing everything that is happening. There's no sector. You can tell me a sector and I will tell you what he's doing there. So it's taxing everybody to smithereens.
There are those who would disagree. And someone like Taiwo Oyedele has said, give me one additional tax that Tinubu had introduced.
Taiwo Oyedele is looking for a job.
No, just remember.
And he can't say anything.
They say na job they look for. A person where they look for job, he talk anything. And he don't get the job. Minister of State for Finance. Oh boy. Bless me, I'm going to say anything now. They can also get job.
And for example, the argument of the proponents of this new tax regime is to the fact that it's people-oriented. It's the poor-oriented tax regime that will allow the poor to pay less in taxation and allow those who earn more to pay.
What they are saying,
how then do you say Tinubu is taxing?
What they are saying to you is that the best way to be a barber is to barb your hair only one time, which is to behead you, to cut your head. If your head is gone, your hair will not grow anymore. That's what they are saying.
That is dangerous now.
You see, what they are doing is regressive and is dishonest. You pay taxes on everything you need to survive.
Everything.
Even private schools that are meant to complement the failure of expansion of access to public schools are being taxed. There is nothing that promotes your well-being and welfare that is not taxed. What they are saying to you is this, that we will make you so poor that you'll be below our tax bracket.
So that means if you are above the tax bracket currently, they go tax you where you can't fall below them. Because they can't tax the remaining, the few where carry you above. You can't get below, can't enter poverty level. Oh.
Let all the money in your pocket and you have no money left. I don't need to tax you anymore because I've already robbed you. So I already push you below minimum wage. I push you below survival rate. You cannot pay your house rent with the totality of all your income for the year. You cannot pay your house rent alone. You cannot use whatever your husband's salary or wife's salary to pay your children's school fees. You cannot survive. Your child, who is already 16 years old, is now already a debtor to Tinubu because he's being given a student loan to attend a school that has no laboratory, whose lecturer is on strike, and the session is not on, but the loan continues to count. So, and at the end of the day, they continue to push inflation into the economy while rigging the inflation figures.
They rig inflation figure. Assume inflation is, for instance, 7%. They will say now 1%. Oh, did they rig? Oh, the way they rig election, did they rig inflation like that?
Bottom line is that even if they wanted to tax you, you already have debt. There's nothing to tax you about. So what they are now doing is tax the people who can employ you. So those people also will not employ you anymore.
These people when they talk say the tax go help the poor, they don't tax them and not see they don't get anything. Okay, so they can't go further again. people who are supposed to employ them, they won't tax them well now. Say the small money when they invest, they employ them. They will come collect time through taxation that they will not be able to employ these ones. That is double wahala. True.
Because the small businesses are now in the hook, taxes are rising, cost of business, costs are rising because power cost is rising. The amount you sold, you bought fuel last month is not the amount you're buying now. The amount you bought it last week is not the amount you're buying it now. And everything, a bag of cement, which I used to buy for 600 naira, is now 11,000 plus. So iron rod, don't do it anymore. So go on and go on and go on. Then your food is costing you more. Of course, there's a temporary lull in the increment in food pricing. They are selling that as food price coming down. So they're just lying to you. The highest cost in this government is the cost of truth.
The cost of truth.
Because truth has become so expensive that nobody can afford to say it. And what I'm bringing out in all of this is that President Tinubu is a present danger to this democracy.
Is the present danger. How can one man can be danger to democracy? That's very dangerous. One man.
And the earlier the people of Nigeria realize that and come out en masse in the next election and vote not only him out, empty the National Assembly. Let us start afresh. Vote if you say, I don't like Tinubu, but I like the senator representing me, then you are confused. Because the senator is not representing you.
So you want a revolutionary election?
You want an election that empties the plate.
Remove all of them.
Let those who are in National Assembly now come and be outside.
So like Trump said, empty the swamp.
Yes.
Drain the swamp.
Yeah, in this place, you drain the swamp.
Okay.
You also wash the swamp clean.
Okay.
And then put concrete on top of the swamp so that nobody goes to that swamp anymore.
Okay.
And then you can start building because there are many challenges. As I'm interviewing you now, not less than 10,000 children have been born in Nigeria. And they need water, they need electricity, they need housing, they need education, no investment in that. So you spend your time papering over the problems of the president. President is good at politics.
Okay.
He has A1 in politics.
Okay.
By hiding the F9 he has in governance.
If he win election, if he retain himself, if he bring people into power, but to govern a F9, you know, Sabi, that is too poor now. No be B, no be C, no be D, F, no be F1, F2, F3, F4, F5, F7, F9 in governance, but A1 in grabbing power.
So, and I'm focusing on the F9 he has in government. There are some areas of government that President Tinubu doesn't have F9. He has absence.
Absence? You know, if you write exam, at least you go say you get A now. Some aspect of governance. But you know they even the right exam, you know they appear for that area at all. That means it's below F9.
Doesn't even show up.
Doesn't show up.
Now, those are the areas I want Nigerians to focus on. But he's entitled to his politics of survival.
Politics of survivor. After he don't grab power, enter there, he can retain himself to survive in that power. But to govern, cannot. This lecturer.
Is entitled to make friends. Is entitled to say, I will not solve Nigerian insecurity problem, but I will make friends with the Americans and hire lobbyists to help me, my wife, and my government.
Oh, he prefer to make friends with Americans when he go judge them concerning insecurity for Nigeria, rather than solving the problem. Like making friend with a lecturer instead of ready to pass. I believe say our friendship will give me A1.
So that they can exonerate me and not Maduro me. So it is his right. But it's my right to point to the fact that we didn't elect him to come and re-elect himself. We elected him to come and serve. And he said, use only one metric, don't go far. He said, if he could not guarantee electricity, nobody should vote for him again. He said it with his own mouth.
Not true.
Twice in this interview, he has failed. Power cut, power cut. And as we are doing this interview now, we are running on a diesel generator.
Show the run of diesel.
So on that basis alone, Tinubu 2027 should be bye-bye Tinubu. Not only should we not vote for him, he should leave the government and he should go off to an island.
They say me come out for government, go an island, make you no even stay for Nigeria.
Somewhere and go and relax for some time.
When I don't get so, make I show you what I write when I dey listen. I wrote many things. We could enter class. First, the Tinubu system. Wetin talk? It talk say Tinubu represent political system of selfish elite rule. Okay? According to him, this system believes in some certain things. For instance, they believe say Nigeria belongs to them. That is the small elite cycle where they deal with Tinubu. The few politicians they believe say that they get Nigeria will be ordinary citizens. Okay? The elite, they trade power among themselves like karo. Another thing where they talk, they help each other to get into office. So if you know that cycle, you know people get into office. They believe leadership is their entitlement. It says Tinubu was openly listed people when he don't help into power, according to him. Okay? He thought say Tinubu believes say he don't invest in politicians that now at the time to reward them among that cycle of people will be say they know even they competent. He calls that mentality narcissist dangerous and anti-democratic. He continued. Number 2, Tinubu's grab power philosophy. According to him, Tinubu thought say they know they serve power. A la carte. Using the French phrase. How do you get power? No be through this. No. You grab it, snatch it, and run away with it. According to him, Adebayo, he said the meaning of that now to ignore the citizens, their inputs, no matter for election. Forget about debate. Why you want debate? Why you feel grab them, snatch them, run away with it. He call them organized power, seize control. 3, why he says Tinubu is worse than previous presidents. He thought say Nigeria had weak presidents before him. Examples, Goodluck Jonathan, Muhammadu Buhari. He thought say those presidents were all prepared, incompetent, and weak. Okay? He thought say Tinubu dey different, but more dangerous because he is strategic. He knows how to organize. He understands the system. He is using that knowledge to consolidate power. Oh, Jehovah. He calls him an organized and scientific destroyer of the system. Sure. 4, Tinubu centralizes power. He thought say Tinubu wants to turn government into a personal empire. He calls it a Tinubu singularity, meaning everything revolves around one person, around him. Institutions become weak, like EFCC, police, ICPC, they'll call weak. Now only him, they talk with him, Apple. Thought say because of this, democracy becomes secondary. His accusation about lawlessness. I tell you, say I wrote many things. Adebayo accuses Tinubu of ignoring laws he even signed, himself signed. He claims Tinubu signed multiple appropriation acts, but government spending does not follow them. The government is running contradictory budgets. Loans are being taken while spending is unclear. They know what they use the money to do. He says ministers themselves complain. They have not received even 1% of their capital allocation. I want to cry. His conclusion, money is moving, but Nigerians are not seeing the result. Oh, they don't capture everywhere be that now. 6, on tax or taxation. Adebayo says Tinubu is taxing everything where people need to survive. He thought say if this thing continue, soon they may tax the oxygen where they breathe. His main argument is this: Tinubu is taxing the rich and businesses heavily, and because of that, heavy taxation on the rich no come get money where they will cut to employ poor people. Businesses no go fit expand. Small businesses no go fit survive. Employment opportunities go disappear. That means the country will just collapse. So according to him, when the rich are squeezed by taxes, the poor go lose job. So all the poor people where they just say, consign them. When they don't tax your guy, fit breathe again. You go tell them, say, come on, say, fit pay salary. So his argument about poverty and tax. He thought say the government thought say the tax system, they protect the poor. Now, she'll talk this one, but he called reject them. He said that they deceive us. His argument, the system first destroys people's income via taxation. Then it says the poor are protected because they fall below the tax bracket. So before they fall below tax bracket, now because they first tax them, actually they were above tax bracket. After they don't tax them, they don't get below tax bracket now. Its exact idea is this: make people so poor that they cannot be taxed anymore. Just call their head. No need to bab them. To support that, just not long ago, I saw this on this ADO on S 4 hours ago before I enter class. According to this ADO, it says to widen the tax net, FG has introduced a 1% presumptive tax on total revenue made by businesses in informal sector, such as traders, weather, mechanics, tailors, barbers, shop owners, etc. must now pay 1% of their annual sales tax. Say, tailors, barbers, weathers, they don't bring new tax for them. They must pay 1% presumptive tax for their annual sales. He drop evidence say na the cable na he talk am. According to the cable, as it's not true say they don't introduce this one when everybody dey sleep. You fit go read am. 8 economic hardship examples he gave. To support his argument, he listed many problems Nigerians face. People no fit pay rent again. People no fit pay school fees again. Student loans, they put young people into debt. Universities not functioning properly. Fuel prices rising constantly. Electricity costs they rise. Building materials become extremely expensive. Food still expensive. He gave instances say, for instance, bag of cement they buy 600 naira before, it's now 11,000 naira plus. His point, ordinary Nigerians are being squeezed from every direction, from every corner. 9 is attack on government messaging. Adebayo accuses the government of manipulating the narrative. He says inflation figures are being manipulated. They rig am. Food price relief is exaggerated. The government they use propaganda. They hide the real situation. He made a strong statement. The highest cost in this government is the cost of truth. See, nobody they talk truth. Lie. Meaning, truth has become expensive because nobody wants to say it. People they fear to talk truth. 10 is call for a revolutionary election. Adebayo says Nigerians should not only vote out Tinubu. He thought say they should vote out Tinubu, vote out the National Assembly, remove the entire political establishment. It's logic. If you dislike Tinubu but keep the same lawmakers, you are confused because those lawmakers created the same system. They be one. His final judgment on Tinubu. Adebayo thought say Tinubu na excellent person for politics, extremely skilled as survivor. He thought say when it comes to politics, he give an A1. He say if it comes to governance, say na F now he no sabi. Meaning he knows how to win power. He does not know how to govern. A person they win power to govern. It's like he knows how to force himself to the driver's seat, but he knows how to drive. 12 electricity example. He thought say where Tinubu they can pay. He thought say if I cannot guarantee electricity, do not vote for me again. He say why they did that podcast so they don't take light 2 times. He calls the moment say Tinubu don't fail for what he talk. What he guarantee us, it even they reduce. If he last week or this week, they say now 2,000 megawatts. So now our power for to
power generation is at 2,898 megawatts. Oh, Chim, do you know the meaning of this? Well, calm down. Let me explain. Nigeria's installed capacity to produce power, the whole installed capacity, is between 13,000 and 14,000 megawatts. But we normally do around 4,300. In fact, the highest that has ever been recorded has been 5,801 megawatts on March 4th, 2025. But as March 6th, 2026, we have a 2,898 megawatts generation. Hey, Ochim. To make you understand what these numbers mean to you and I. For example, I'm staying in a hotel that I stayed in when I came in November, and the hotel is 10,000 naira more expensive. And trust me, one of their major costs is diesel, because they must power this place 24 hours, irrespective of if they are customers or not. The calls that you make, because your MTN, Airtel are running on, diesel generators, some of them have installed solar panels that cost money. It adds to the cost of your data, your calls. One of the biggest headaches of manufacturers in Nigeria is power. As at November last year, the manufacturers have said they have spent about 676 billion naira on generators. This is why most renewable and solar energy companies are doing really well in Nigeria. This is how we compare to our peers in Africa. Egypt, 59,000 installed capacity, they produce 31,000. See their population, 114 million. South Africa, 58,000. The actual number, 40,000. See their population, 61 million. Algeria, 24,000. Actual output, 24,000. Efficient, 45 million people. Morocco, 11,000 installed. See what the actual output, 10,000. See their population, 37 million. Look at the population, oh. Then Ethiopia, 5,000. What do they output? 5,000. See their population, 126. Close to your country. Nigeria, the giant of Africa, 14,000. See what we are hovering around. See our population. There is a stadium around the world that produces more energy than the whole country. Go and check it out. This is a national emergency. Without power, nothing can work.
Everywhere, people they use generator. People they shout. People don't even give up self. Listen to this guy.
Are you guys aware that for the past couple of days or weeks, there's no light in Lagos, probably across Nigeria? Are you aware that from 5 megawatts, it has been reduced to 2,000? Just yesterday, it reduced from 2,000 megawatts to just 1,000 megawatts. Nigerians are suffering. Are you also aware that ShopRite have officially closed down from Nigeria? Are you aware of that? Are you also aware that ShopRite being in Nigeria all these years, they were generating, adding to our economy with over 5 trillion naira? What that means that in moving out of Nigeria right now, we are going to lose about 2.5 trillion naira from our economy, downgraded. Are you aware that many companies cannot triumph at this particular moment due to the economic downturn? I understand ShopRite moving out, other local supermarkets will triumph from here, like Lenco and many other local supermarkets. But how are they going to succeed when there's no light to manage your business? Are you also aware that we don't having the permanent light at all in Nigeria have affected all companies, including high companies and low companies, in Nigeria? Are you aware that a lot of Nigerians cannot even follow what is happening, in the mainstream medias anymore because they don't have light, either to charge their phone, to watch from home, or even to go to the internet? Are you aware that not having a permanent light or don't have light at all means that you making call, like buying a recharge card, charging your phone and all that, you're going to pay more? Are you aware not having light at all affects every intervals of your life as long as you live inside Nigeria?
You hear also everywhere dabaru. Anyway, his final conclusion, 14. Adebayo says in 2027, Tinubu should be voted out. The National Assembly should be emptied. A new political order should start. He thought say Tinubu should leave government. Make it go rest somewhere. What island like that? Make come out. What island go stay for there? Make it a tall letter. I see wetin another government fit do the miracle wey they fit do. Say the problem he no sabi govern. You don't hear am so. Say Tinubu na A1 he get for politics. For governance na big F9. What do you think? Drop it in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Thank you.